Welcome back to another episode of Strategic Command American Civil War with your strategy wolf. And we're gonna have a look at the next turn versus Luzi. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to look in. It's the 5th turn, and I'm expecting the first battles, the first major conflict going on. And I'm especially excited about the Virginia front, since if you remember correctly, we kind of managed to encircle 3 brigades of the enemy. So let's see what the enemy is going to do. I'm pretty sure the encirclement could be opened again, but still, yeah, it's going to be an interesting turn. Let's go. Okay, there we see already the first march towards Jefferson. Okay. Oh, 4 units committed to this very city, plus another transporter. Wow. Harbor Ferry holds. Oh, Alexandria holds as well. That I didn't expect this. Wow. Interesting. Here we have a frigate and some maritime movement. That's it? Oh, wow. Our encirclement around Alexandria holds the ground, so that is unexpected. Okay. As you know, I'm gonna have a look by myself and see what kind of strategies we're going to follow after these. Some, like, the first attrition losses come in because they were cut off supplies. That's really nice to see. Yeah, Haiti begins to export cotton to the Union. That's bad for us. Or some extra MPPs. And former Dominican President Sanchez captured and executed by the Spanish. I don't know. I hope that kind of moves the Spanish closer to us. Let's see. Mr. President, the European powers are beginning to take a more active interest in our war for independence. Beginning in September 1861, the Europeans will have a chance to increase their mobilization by a small amount each turn, provided we keep the federal armies at least 4 hexes away from Richmond and Nashville. This chance will increase with each additional hex that we can put between the Federals and our cities. These locations have been marked with our flag. If you have not already sold the cotton, the nation you nominated as our sponsor, in our case not important, will also attempt to send supply ships to run the federal blockade, and each time they successfully do so will bring them closer to entering the war. To ensure these ships can reach us safely, ensure that the Federals do not have any ships within 2 hexes of the 5 marked locations along our coast. Within 2 hexes, I guess this is one of those, and this frigate is a little bit far away. So this is actually still okay. But yeah. I don't have the coast runners anyways. Okay, now we can build armored trains. And here are our reinforcements of this round. Okay guys, as mentioned, I'm gonna have a look, plan my strategies, and we'll be right back after a cut to perform these. See you in a second. Okay everybody, I'm back after having my thoughts, and let's go quickly over the hotspots that happened during the last turn of the enemy. You saw the attack on Jefferson City. Like, this is one of the places where we're immediately gonna like refresh those to 5. I don't know how long it's gonna last, maybe 1 or 2 more turns, depends a little bit if there's a HQ close by and so on, and the supply, which is pretty low for those guys actually. Anyways, yeah, now the next turn they're gonna have the prepared bonus for like being next to it, which is I think 25%. With a HQ over level 8, it's 50%, so really considerable. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna slow her down for a bit. Yeah, this was what happened here. Apart from this, we saw mainly those attempts to crash or open this pocket that they created last turn, and these failed attempts by the Union's troops to cross the Potomac River here at this crossing, as well as at Harper's Ferries, as well as Alexandria. But also here we see the same kind of thing, that next turn they're gonna have prepared bonus, so it's gonna be tougher to defend this off, but maybe we can destroy some of these brigades which are like supplyless this turn, which would be kind of a great success, and even move up almost our entire front up to the Potomac. Considering that, historically speaking, we're now on July the 5th, 1861. I think it's a similar time when the first Battle of Bull's Horn, which was apparently like here at the Manassas, took place, which was also a Confederate victory. But I think the front stabilized still around here, so if we could really move up to the Potomac, that would be a great success. Anyways, but let's start in the west, as we already did. So this one needs to be filled up. Here I decided, last turn I told you this is going to be a defense, but since these Indian territories are not in the game yet, and these ones are probably our friends at first, I'm not really worried about Fort Smith now. So I'm going to use this cavalry brigade actually for some reconnaissance in this area to see if there's enemy troops around here. Let's check it out. So no, they're not. This is interesting. So yeah, maybe let's use this regiment for further reconnaissance in this area. So maybe we can even take back this mine without any further battles next turn. Let's move this regiment up to this hill. Okay, also no further enemies around here. Let's see if Bolivar's... Oh yeah, I ran into an ambush, which is like with 1-to-1 losses, it's acceptable and fine, I guess. So yeah, here's the enemy. Okay, since this one is not protected, apparently we will probably be able to take it with just with the cavalry brigade, which still means I want to move up this brigade here to protect the HQ a bit. Oh, somehow it's also cut off supply, this regiment. Okay, interesting. Anyways, move these guys up here. And this one here, to be honest, since we don't need it right now, we always have to consider, you know, remember the event last time that Missouri is going to surrender as soon as Jefferson City falls, and it said explicitly that those hexes will fall back to the Union in this case of a surrender. That means those guys will be out of supply, so we will need units to open up some street corridors to supply them, which could be this one, for example, and I'm happy to have one here. Yeah, just in case, move them up here. So here, I mean, Fort Davison apparently has an entrenchment bonus, so it would be kind of nice to hold this fort. So we're gonna position this brigade up here, and yeah, later we'll see. We have a new unit. I can do it already. Let's see the new unit. We have got a cavalry division around here, and my plan is to bring it down here. So this is like way better than a brigade in terms of fighting spirit and morale, and I can still use it to fight this up, or like a quick unit to open up these lines of communication or of supply in case of a fall of Missouri. So that's the main task of this one so far. Let's bring it down already. Okay. That's more or less about the west. Another thing is we had this brigade down here, but also I feel like this is not going to be really in use very soon, since this should be our Indian territory or native territory, it's correct. And yeah, since this one is going to just sit here basically, I decided I'm going to move it slowly down, first to this to protect this fighting spirit objective when talking about, what's the name of this place? Fort Worth. Oh, also like extra entrenchment apparently. And actually, maybe I get some extra units, maybe the cavalry brigade, which is still in production. And I want to bring them down here so we can move them maybe to New Mexico to go a little bit here in the offensive and maybe capture this mine and these kind of tiny towns and build up here in... Well, actually, this is New Mexico, this is Arizona, to build up here in this valley, basically, that's easy to defend a defense line. So... yeah, here's New Mexico. When the Union brings down troops from New Mexico, from I think Denver is around Santa Fe. Oh yes, Colorado is up here. Ah, okay. I mean, this is highly unlikely that we can push up so far north that here we could even like bother their lines to from the western states and so on. And here's even mines and so more. But yeah, I see it as kind of realistic. At least it happened to me in the single player as Union, when I kind of didn't think about this area, that the Confederacy pushed up here even and took this mine in this area. So this is one of the thoughts why we're bringing down this brigade slowly in this direction, maybe with some reinforcements as soon as we can afford it. Okay, then let's have a look here in the south. We didn't see any movements. Just when we're already here, there's something I noticed. We have Pensacola without any protection. The same is for Jacksonville, as well as Savannah, Georgia itself, which is kind of protected by these fortresses around. And yeah, I don't expect like maritime landings immediately, but kind of want to protect these three places with at least a brigade over the next turns. But in this opening phase, I kind of risk keeping them unprotected for a while, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, coming down here, Elizabeth City. We had brought these gunboats here that we potentially could help in an attack on Fort Monroe and to control here the entrances to Chesapeake Bay and Potomac River. Since, of course, the Union fleet is way stronger, and here's already a frigate with naval weapons 1, which we don't have here. I'm going to move these a bit back and just put them here in a secure position, even one in the harbor. And yeah, we keep them here defensively. I don't know if the enemy knows that they're here. Maybe we can use them for surprise attack or anything when they come along here. But yeah, I'm not going to attack openly. So yeah, probably just all our gunboats would be destroyed in the next round, and I'd rather have them in a classical, let's call it fleet and being concept. Okay, coming to the Virginia front and the hotspot or the highlight of this round. So yeah, this one is a real huge success. I didn't expect this brigade, to be honest, to survive at all. But yeah, it's probably the disadvantage that the enemy didn't have these troops like already in contact, so they don't have the prepared advantage, which is kind of a big one. So yeah, we're definitely gonna invest the 20 MPPs here to bring Harper's Ferry Brigade up to 10 again. This is kind of your very important cross point, I guess, to a very good defensive position. Remember that the cities actually don't give any entrenchment bonus or defensive bonuses, apart from like ship defense, but the rest is basically 0, which is unlike in World War I and World War II scenarios from the same kind of engine of strategic command of these games, where towns definitely give you defensive bonus. Here, in this case, not. So, but in this case, we have the bonus of the rivers, which river crossing is obviously like a defensive bonus, as well as forests and hills and so on. So yeah. And these fortresses, as we saw over here in, which place was it here? Fort Davidson, which is a town, but it has also these fortifications around. So yeah, here's definitely some entrenchment bonus. However, let's see. Let's focus on this one. So what's the goal here at this front? I kind of see good chances that we move these brigades in good position to kind of hamper or hinder the enemy from crossing the Potomac. And since these brigades are all with 0 supply, and I don't know if I explained the concept before, so troops that basically are in supply, let's have a look here, supply 5 and up, they can, if they're destroyed, you can buy them back for 75% of the cost, and also there's not such a strong hit on the fighting spirit. If you destroy units, or units get destroyed below the 5, they will only be able to be you can only purchase them back for the full price, as well as they give a significant hit on the fighting spirit. So of course it's our target now to destroy these 3 Union brigades if somehow possible, and yeah, bring the front up here. Let's see if we can be successful. First of all, I'm gonna set these HQs to auto assist. Since they're standard in auto, that means they just pick their units. I kind of want to be able to pick them myself. So it's up to me which brigades are commandeered. And yeah, since they're both level 6, in the end it doesn't matter. This one controls, I see the light green around these 2 and this one down here. Whilst General Beauregard controls these 5 without this one. Maybe I should exchange, detach, attach, and oh, I don't have the limit already. So let's use the one that is. Okay, I think it's, let's see. Ah, okay, this is one here is the range limit of the HQs, as you see, and this one can't be attached because it's not within range. This is going to be expanded with the field telegraph technology that we're already researching. So yeah, in the future we have a little bit more options. Anyways, let's do it, and let's have a look how we're going to do it. By the way, this one we can't bring up to full strength because it's at supply 5, which does only allow for reinforcements up to 8. Well, okay, these brigades stay in position since they have like the prepared bonus when they attack this one. This brigade we can happily move up here into these forests. Then I'll try to move like the units that are most far away, so because I really want to move up here also. Let's use this one to go here. This one to go here. This one to go here. So probably this one to get to this position. Yes. This looks already like a way more fortified position than originally. So it's a question if we... And I think I bring those guys really up here into this forest. And there might be a chance that here's troops hiding in here, but... Yeah, sometimes you gotta risk it, you know. I mean, could move here and still I would get the ambush, so yeah. I'm gonna move into this forest. Oh, nobody's here. Optimal. So we have this tiny gap. However, I will bring like the HQ to this place, to Warrington. Johnston stays in Fredericksburg. Ah yeah, we have this very one brigade more, which, yeah, we can move here. Enforced march. Or let's leave it as reserve. Maybe we can shuffle it through and then destroy something. Okay, let's open our attacks actually. So these guys haven't moved at all. That's why we're going to use the C. And now we get a 1, 2, 3, which is really great forecast, since they have the bonus for attacking with preparation. And also, yeah, as you see, all these units here have supply 0, which heavily hampers their morale and readiness. And they also got their like hit already for 1 point hit each turn for the missing supply. So yeah, let's see what is possible here. Nice. Oh, actually, the avoided one. Damage for us. Okay, this one is almost down. Let's see, what do we want to attack this one first? I kind of feel like, of course, it sounds always tempting to destroy units right away, but since they get 1 damage next round again from missing supply, and I'm kind of like not sure if they're going to be able to open the pocket now. Maybe I focus on this one now to bring it down to really like destroy their fighting morale, and so we can all clean them up next turn. Yeah, let's do it. All the same forecast basically. 2, 2, 3. That's a little more damage for us. 2 to 0. Excellent. Okay, and let's attack here. Also no damage for us. Optimal. So it's the question, shall we rather... Yeah, I think maybe 1 unit destroyed extra would be nice, since then this one could potentially move up. Can it? Do I have action points 1? Yeah. Oh yeah, this one we could even... This one has attacked and we can still move it. So, but there's no forced march possible right now, so we bring this one already in this position, kind of up here. Bring this group up here too. Oh wow, nice. You see, I got the bonus for destroying something in no supply mode. Optimal. This is really a smooth round. I'm kind of enjoying it, I must be honest. But let's bring this down to 2, so this one is next round. They're kind of worthless, both of these. Okay, Alexandria gets no damage. So this is still like the most endangered position, I guess, since cavalry is really not that great. But since just this brigade is here, they can only attack Alexandria from this position here over this river, which probably has huge, yeah, some kind of, yeah, melee. Sorry, was missing the word for a second. So yeah, let's stay here and see what happens. And yeah, before people get too excited, we're very close to Washington, D.C., that's absolutely true. But I know when crossing the Potomac, they will even get some kind of event that enables further troops. So we're not planning to do this right now. Like with these tiny brigades, I don't really see myself crossing the Potomac. We're keeping the position here. And yeah, going to We're keeping this position here and trying, like, this would be already an optimal scenario. If you can build up an entire front line alongside the Potomac, this would be great. And yeah, let's see. This guys, maybe I'm moving them up already too, because even if, yeah, I'm gonna do this because we want them closer to the front. And yeah, this guy can't, without supply, can only move 1 hex and has no, like, this is no threat to anything. So even if it moves, like, actually this makes things potentially easier for us. Okay. Over here, Fort Monroe, I was talking about last week, or like last turn, isn't really, we can't really attack this right now. They have also fortification bonus. Yeah, this is entrenchment 4, so quite a big one. Actually, I oversaw this last time. I don't know if we can really go in the offensive with these troops. Yeah, maybe then we postpone this. We need stronger troops and an HQ here, so I'm gonna actually not expose my brigade here, bring these troops up here as a further reserve we will definitely need sooner or later, maybe in this area. Yep. Maybe here on the tracks. Oh no, let's be safe and have them close to the front lines. And these ones I bring here to this forest to dig in a bit and to have some more control, so there's not going to be any attack from this side so easily. Yes. That's kind of what we had to do over here. The south I showed you already. This one we moved already. So that's kind of it for the moment. So we have new units to deploy. And yeah, I'll bring definitely this HQ down here, either for operations here, or I see myself definitely using at least 3 HQs on this front. So yeah, it's no harm done here. So, and we have 4 more brigades to bring down. I would like to give a little bit these tiny reinforcements here again to Little Rock, just to avoid surprises, and to have some more blocking units or help out here. 1 more brigade I'm gonna place already here next to Nashville. Maybe we can take some positions up here. And when it's July the 5th, 1861, and I think in autumn, we can have a look in a second. Kentucky is, yeah, 19%. I'm not gonna switch this anymore, and it's gonna go to the Union by the end of the year for sure. So I'm slowly trying to get a build up here. We're also gonna get for sure some event units when the war breaks out here. So maybe we have some kind of edge to push a bit at the beginning before the Union can consolidate the front line. So yeah, slowly I want to bring troops here. So this is the case for this. And the other 2 brigades, yeah, no surprises. We're going to bring down here next to Richmond again, because yeah, who knows what kind of massive battles are going to break out here. And better safe than sorry. So yeah, this is also the reason why I'm not bringing them down here or here, what I mentioned before. This is something for the future. If you see our production line, there's at least... Oh, there's not. Okay, this was a misunderstanding from my side. I was thinking that the brigades that were displayed here were still in production, but actually they were the ones that I didn't put on the field array, so they were here. So okay, no more productions and brigades in production right now. But it's okay. I'm going to find some in the future. Doesn't change my plan significantly right now. When we have better units for the front lines, maybe we get brigades out and take them here for coastal protection. That's more or less the plan. Okay, so we have 866 MPPs left, and let's see what we're going to purchase. I learned from my mistakes from the misclick last round, and I hit this box here, so I have to confirm purchases now. So I'm not gonna like easily get this HQ already. And yeah, for our... Okay, now I start to see the mountain division. I'm getting kind of tempted for this one, but no. We're gonna get 1 regular infantry division, which we don't have so far, which is stronger in attacking. Maybe we can compare for a second. 4, 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. See? And defense, also better. But let's say, like, if you just want to defend something, brigades are fine and way cheaper and quicker to build, 200 to 300. But for real attacks in a more, let's say, we're still in a very skirmishy phase, but once it sets down to a like more fortified, more serious war, we definitely need brigades and later for through the course. But yeah, let's bring down one brigade, one division, and see. No, I gotta confirm one of those. And I want to get another engineer, since those guys can build fortifications, which takes some time. And just to be sure, I want to kind of bring it down here and start building some kind of fortification at the vital points. So yeah, just to be safe. And we have one engineer coming up by December 61. One is going here, one is going to Nashville. We'll see which one goes where. It depends a little bit on the situation, but I definitely want minimum one engineer on each front. So 350 is expensive, but I'm happy to spend this right now. Okay, which leaves us 216 left. So yeah, let's have another look. 4 HQs, yeah, one too many for the moment, but okay. 200 left, and yeah, I want to keep on investing in research. We have maximum research. We have kind of 750 still available. So this we're gonna spend 200 in logistics, because logistics decreases the transport cost by railway, but it also adds extra. You see it down here. Additionally, the level of logistics tax equal to the minimum supply distribution of HQ, so it improves the HQs as well with the supply handout. So I'm happy, or it's definitely a necessary technology as well. Okay, which leaves us basically with 550 for the maximum we can spend in the next turns. And I can tell you already that probably it's going to be only 500 we're going to spend, and it's going to be one more chit industrial technology, because this is essential for MPP income. Normally in a World War II game I would probably have invested this right away in the first turn in 2 chits, but here it was more like this. I feel like this is more long-term with a little different setup, so I wanted to get the other things already rolling before invest here, because it's also expensive. So industrial, we're gonna go on probably another chit in infantry equipment, which is 500 more, brings us to 2,950, 50 less than the maximum research. So yeah, and looks like we can't really invest here. There are another 50 in these ones in this tiny technology. So yeah, I'm gonna not invest the 50 for the beginning, but yeah, this probably happens in the next 2 turns, and then we will have the full MPPs at the moment for reinforcements and for purchasing new units which is going to be relevant. Okay, then let me have a look if I forgot something around. Nope. I feel kind of comfortable that this is my turn so far. Let's then just finish and look what kind of events are coming up for us. Secretary of the Navy, Stephen Mallory. Capture of the Norfolk Navy Yard, still fully provisioned, give us access to another major naval construction yard. We have had only limited success at capturing former US Navy vessels, so the construction of a new navy will be necessary if we hope to break this blockade and allow supplies from Europe to reach us. When the Federals were leaving Norfolk, they burned the old frigate Merrimac, but enough of the hull and inner machinery survived that we believe she could be rebuilt. A proposal has been presented suggesting that the new ship, to be named Virginia, be turned into a casemate ironclad monitor unit. This would cost 200 MPPs at 100 MPPs for 2 turns and will require us to remain in control of both Norfolk and its port for the next 8 months. Would you like to begin construction work on the Virginia? Let's have a look. Norfolk, yeah, I mean, I kind of doubt that they're really gonna push for it so heavily. It's 200. Let's see. Monitors are the most powerful warships available early in the game, almost untouchable by wooden ships, although they are slow and limited to coastal waters. This decision represents a below-cost opportunity to build one, so you're encouraged to say yes if you intend to contest the Union blockade. The Virginia will deploy Norfolk in early March 1862, provided you maintain control of both the port and the city for a return until then. Historically, the Virginia was completed on March the 7th, the day before it participated in the famous duel with the Monitor, the world's first battle between ironclads. Yeah. Just for the historical flavor, I'm gonna go for it, and also I don't intend to invest really much into the Navy, apart maybe from the submarines I talked about here and there. But if it comes cheaper and it is an investment in the fleet and being, I'm gonna do it. Oh, and there's the event units in Tennessee that I was talking about. Oh, 2 brigades, not so much, but still. Can you see like 100 MPPs already invested? Price also is still going. Yeah, not so much left. And that's the end of the turn. So yeah, happy news from the Virginia front for us. So I kind of expect that we can destroy the other 2 brigades next turn as well. Yeah, we'll see what the answer of the enemy is going to be. See you next time. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and stay safe, and we'll see each other soon. Thank you and goodbye.